Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson. This is the Squashbuckler Diaries podcast where we follow Shelley, future heroine who will save the world, or at least try to save the world, as she goes up in her father's dream. When he wakes up, he goes to his own world, but when he wakes up, he disappears from the dream, and so do most things except her, Bonny's revenge, and a few stars in the sky and the ocean. So we're following Joy's journey from birth to death. And season 1 is about ages 2 to 6. And then season 2 will be 6 to 9, and you get the point. She's going to be a teenager, an adult, perhaps a middle-aged woman, perhaps an old woman, and you're going to be able to see everything about her life. It's a kind of epic fantasy, the kind of which has never been done before, and we're doing it live in front of your very eyes. So today we start a very meaningful story or arc that we're going to feel the waves of it throughout Joy's life. Now, you may be wondering if, when she was a baby and couldn't take care of herself, and her father disappeared for most of the day, because, you only sleep for 6, 8, 9 hours at most. How did she survive? Well, she had a nanny, a dream nanny that he dreamed up and stayed behind. How is it that she stayed behind and other things didn't? That will be revealed eventually. So her nanny's name is Mary. And where is she now, you may ask? So let's see what happens. This episode is called Mary's Death. Episode 19, Mary's Death, age 3, told by the Red Dragon. At the very end of one of their adventures, Mary came out of Dragon Little's cabin and a spike pierced her body. Mary was Dragon Little's nanny. She raised Dragon Little, the name I lovingly give Joy Shelley, from before I arrived at her father's dream, from before the age of 2, possibly since she was a newborn. When Dragon Father disappeared to do what he does in his waking world, Mary would stay behind, feed her, nurse her, put her to bed, teach her, potty train her, and serve as her absent father. During their adventures, Mary would always stay in the cabin, away from trouble. But on this day, with the adventure seemingly over, one last spike was thrown, and it was thrown at her. Mary looked down at her pierced body, then turned to dust that fell to the floor. Dragon Little was just near her when it happened, and she saw everything. "Mary!" she shouted. She was not yet 3 at the time. "Dad, what happened?" Dragon Father looked at the dust. "She'll be fine, Joy, she'll be fine. I'll do a spell that will bring her back." They had just defeated powerful sorcerers, and Dragon Father learned a few spells. Of course, as the dreamer, he had almost complete control, although unknown to him, over what he could do in the dream. Dragon Father chanted, moved his arms, sparkles of light came from his fingers and danced above the mountain of dust. But the dust didn't move, and Mary did not return. Dragon Father looked confused. "I must have done it wrong. I'll do it again." He did, and nothing happened. "Dad, I want Mary." "It's okay, Joy, I'll bring her back." He tried again and again and again, dozens of times, but could not bring Mary back. Dragon Little was crying, "Mary, Dad." Dragon Father looked around. "You know what?" he whispered to himself. "That wasn't Mary. That was someone the sorcerers put in her place." He turned around quickly. "The real Mary is coming right now, right over there." But again, Mary did not appear. For all his power as the dreamer, he could not summon her back. He sighed. "Dad!" He took Dragon Little in his arms. "I'm sorry, Joy. I'm sorry. She's dead." "What happened to her?" "I'll explain." And he did. But looking back at how hard this was for my dragon little is hard for me. I will tell you what happened next, tomorrow. For now, I will rest. Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags Mary, Death, Joy, Justin. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. If you want to know more about the Squashbuckler Diaries, check out the website, guyhasson.com, which is GUYHASSON.com. The theme music is called Brash Gentleman and is by Thomas Herudek. I will talk to you again tomorrow in the dream. Ahoo! Okay, sorry about that. Dragon. Oh, I bit myself.